everyone.
Hi, nice to see you all. I hope you're all well out there.
And it's great to see you and welcome. My name is Matt.
And I'm Kirsty. And we're very, very, very lucky to be here. We're MK Clairvoyance on your lovely spiritual production, Spiritual Psychics TV. Do you know, that's a blast from the past, spiritual productions. Goodness me.
It is. Show your age now, dear.
Yeah. So I hope you're all well out there. So we have lots of questions. I hope you have lots of questions for us today. That would be so nice to hear from you.
So the way that it works, if you've never been on the show before, is basically we pose a question each week. And this week is, what advice or support would you recommend for someone experiencing grief? So you answer that, and if yours is chosen, then we will obviously read out what you've put. We'll obviously put our bit to it, and then that person gets a reading. Or
you can ask your own question. Sorry, I was away with the fairies there. Can't think of a nicer place to be. Yes, or you can ask your own question and, you know, throw it at us and see if we can answer. That would be marvellous.
So they're the only two ways you can get a reading. So unfortunately, we don't have can you see my mum, can you see my dad, or anything else like that. But there are other shows on Spiritual Psychic TV where you can do that throughout the week. Just check out the Spiritual Productions TV.online and you will find out more information about all the shows that are on this channel.
Yes, lovely, 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 jubbly. So have we got some lovely hellos from this lovely lot out there, please, Mr. Producer? Hello, Grace Smith. Nice to see you.
Hello there, Heidi Spicer.
Hi, Heidi Spicer, and your lovely little Robin. How cute is that? How cute is that lovely Robin?
Hello, Amy White.
Hi, Amy. Nice to see you.
Hello, Helen Ebden.
Yes, hello to you too. Hi, Casey.
Hello, Casey Tanner.
We are all very well, thank you, Mr. Producer.
Hello, Stardust.
Hi, Stardust.
Nice to meet you.
Great name. Great name.
Hello, Teresa.
Hi, Teresa. Nice to see you.
Hello there, Deb Walter.
Hi, Deb. That's the smiles. Hello, the
Hello,
lovely Holly. She's so lovely, Holly, isn't she? Nice to see you.
Hello there, Sue Chadwick.
Hi, Sue. Ah.
Hello, Tina from Bristol. And hello, Stacey Shaw.
Hello, Mr. and Mrs. G. Evening, everyone in the chat. Ali G is in the house. All right, Matty G is in the house.
Hello, Sunny Mera.
Sunny Mera, yeah, great. Lovely name.
Hello, Sophie
Hi,
Jones.
Sophie.
Nice to see you.
Hi, Natalie.
Hello, Natalie Bentley. Hello, Moira Smith.
Hello, Moira. Nice to see you.
Hello there, Joanne Lewis.
Hi, Joanne.
So as you're coming on now, guys, just a reminder that we're on the YouTube channel. Please subscribe. It's completely free. But also note that we're also on Facebook Live this evening. So tell your friends, spread the word, and all of these allows us to make sure that the channel remains free. There is also opportunities to become VIPs and Angel subscribers. There'll be more information about that later on. Hello, Christiane.
Hi, Christiane. Nice to see you. We love the background and how Kirsty's hair disappears when she looks at Matt. Magic.
She keeps wishing it would disappear
watch the hand goes as well.
Unfortunately, it's just a green screen.
The hand goes. Oh no, I can't make it go away now. There it goes. Has it gone?
Hello, Christine Holmes. You've just gone from Wisconsin to Pennsylvania.
Oh,
nice part of the world.
Nice. Hope the move went well.
On the East Coast. Hello, Bev Buttle.
Hi, Bev Buttle. The hearts in the background was Matt's choice. He was being all nice and squidgy. Bless him.
Hello, Jane Allender from Folkestone.
Yeah,
nice part of the world.
Yes, a lovely part of the world.
Hello, Heather Green from
Hi,
the
Heather.
USA.
From America. Lovely to see you.
Hello, Hesvan.
Lovely to see you, Hesval.
Hello, Kaylee Byrne.
Hi, Kaylee Byrne. Nice to see you.
Hello, Mel Walker from Tasmania in Australia.
Hi, Mel.
That's the furthest one so far. Hello, Angie Corona.
Hi, Angie.
Hello, Gail.
Hi, Gail. Lots of lovely hellos today. Hi, Heather Green.
Hello, Heather Green.
Hi,
hello,
Christine. How are you, my lovely? Hope you're all good.
Okay, so as we're going through the last of the hellos, just very quickly, just for those people just join us for the first time. Firstly, hello to you all, as well as to existing guests. Just the way that we work is we post a question each week, and this week is how you can support and help people going through grief. So you answer that, and if you are chosen, obviously we read out your comments, and from there we put our input, and then we give you a reading. And the only other way is that you post a question of a spiritual nature yourself that you wish answering. Maybe it's something that's to do with mediumship, maybe to do with Reiki, healing, or other sort of spiritual questions, maybe about your spiritual journey, etc. So they're the only ways that we offer reading, because we want you to grow and we want to expand in your knowledge, as well as helping one another as our Monday online community.
So, have you yourself suffered with grief and gone through it and come out the other side? You know, if so, how did you get through? So it would be really good. The idea of this question this week was more or less to help others that are going through it. So giving them some support. Lady Sage. Pamela Malamala. She's called Matty Watty and Kirsty Worsty Worsty.
Thank you for that, Lady Sage.
Richard, that's unfair. Lady Sage, I think you need to, you've missed Richard out completely. You need to, if you're going to do it properly, come on, do it properly. You know, Matty Watty. Kirsty Worsty. Well, it beats Thirsty Kirsty, like I have for years. Hi, Kiki. I'm glad you haven't missed it this time. And can I just say a very warm welcome to all you lovely lot that are coming on for the first time. Thank you very much for joining us, whether you've been here for ages or you're a new timer. We appreciate every single one of you, so thank you.
Okay, have we got any, hello Beth Buttle, have we got any questions, please, Mr. Producer?
Okay. He's reading through your comments and your questions now. Natalie Bentley says, talking to people, especially those who knew your loved ones, and sharing your stories helps with grief. It helps when I lost my dad. It makes you feel like you realise how loved they were. That's a really beautiful thing to say, isn't it?
Yeah, and by sharing those experiences, it helps, because it keeps that energy of love alive and the memory of that individual, and you're able then to talk about the good times and not just to concentrate on the sadness that you're going through in grief. So very good one then, Natalie, thank you for that.
Okay.
Okay, just a quick message from the producer. With people who are putting answers up or questions from Facebook, can you just limit it to 200 characters? Otherwise, it will not show up on the screen for ourselves. The other thing is, while Kirsty's just getting the last of the cards there for Natalie, is just a reminder that please don't respond to anybody asking to give you readings in the chat. You won't be a member of Spiritual Psychic TV. We don't do that. And also don't put any personal things, because obviously it's a public platform. We don't want anything to be shared that's personal to yourself, just for your own protection.
Okie dokie, right. Natalie Bennett, my lovey. First card I'm bringing up, I'm just looking at this now, and I feel there's somebody around you that is offering you very good advice at the moment. And this kind of bringing forward is about doing the right thing for the right reason. Often we will do things to please others, or because others say it's the right thing, or because it just kind of keeps the peace. I feel like I need to say to you, make sure you do it because it's real and true in your own heart. Okay. I feel that you kind of got to go with the old and the new. Think about the old ways, mix them with the new ways, moving forward with a lot of situations. I feel like you're in a process of a little bit of this change and stuff going on. You kind of want to get rid of the old and bring in the new, but I think you need to be very aware that actually some of the old works. So I need to say to you that. I also want to say to you, make sure you get out in nature, because there's this card is so beautiful. I've got a picture of a green man on it, and it's so beautiful. And I've got lots of green in there, so I know that I feel like I need to ground you somewhat with the just with the energy, really, because would you understand there's an element of worrying, and I feel like sometimes it's taking over your mind a little bit, and I feel almost like it's affecting your sleep. So what I need to say to you, my darling, is just allow yourself to look after yourself. Any challenges that are coming for you now, know that you will surpass them. You will, jump the hurdle, so to speak, really well. And I feel like I need to say to you, you're going to be whizzing along, so just take it in your stride and just allow yourself to succeed. I do feel that this family culture card come up. I can't show you them. Every time I show you them, they disappear. But for this family culture card, this is about understanding your past, as in who has made you who you are, if that makes sense. Because I feel like there are situations and around members of your family who you don't know about, because you don't know about them, if that makes sense. That's one of the things I wish I knew more of, was about my gran. I wish I knew more about her history before she passed over. And I feel like I need to say to you, do your homework into the family culture, look into things, and I feel like you're going to find some, talk to your family, and you're going to find things that kind of make a little bit more sense as to the way you are. And last but not least, I've just got this total beautiful card come forward saying everything is happening exactly as it is supposed to be. Now, often that means there are troubles and bumps around you, but again, I want to say to you, my lovey, you can cope with the bumps that are carried on in your life. You will get through this, and there's, you've got a lot of stuff in your past that you've gone through that's an awful lot worse than what you're going through now. All right, so just be kind to lovely Natalie. Thank you, my darling. I hope that helped.
Thank you for that, Natalie, and thank you for your words of wisdom as well. Okay, any more hellos, please, Mr. Producer? Hello, Stacey Shaw.
Stacey. Okay. Stacey says, I've never cried for my granddad Gail, but I've learned to be at ease with that, because it's not what he would want always. Bless you, my darling. But, just because granddad didn't want it, don't ignore Stacey in the process, though. Get yourself a happy medium, as yourself, for example. Okay.
Teresa Thatcher, grief, I often say you will learn to live with it, but never get over it. I base my advice on an individual basis, as not everyone understands my spirituality. Most definitely. They say the different state, the 5 stages of grief. The scientists have worked that you should be roughly about 18 months that you should be over grief. I need to say to that, what a load of rubbish.
Popcock.
Yeah, you can't put something as a science with something that's emotion, and somebody who is really close and loving to yourself. So the advice to yourself, Teresa, what you're and building on what you're saying and agreeing with what you're saying to everybody else, you grieve in the time that you need to grieve. If that's 3 months, it's 3 months. If it's 6 years, it's 6 years. If it's 30 years, it's 30 years. You feel the way that you feel. It just means that those people have touched you in such a way that you are still attached in a loving way. So very much the case. And it doesn't matter what your spirituality, what your religion is. You know, grief is the same for everyone, but is felt differently by everyone also. So thank you for that, Teresa.
Lovely, Teresa. Well done. Thank you. Lacey Ma, I think the best thing you can do when someone is grieving is be there for them as much as you can. Lacey, that was amazing. Absolutely, totally agree with that. You know, just sit there. And, you know, one of the hardest things to do is just be with somebody, allow them to have that emotion, whatever emotion that may be. And it's often very difficult to watch your loved one on the earth plane with you, sit with them, whether it's a friend or a member of the family, and and sit there and allow them to go through these sometimes very difficult emotions, and just be there for them, hold their hand, you know, and just if they want something, know that you can go to them. So yeah, I absolutely agree with that, Lacey. That was beautiful.
So Lady says, I struggle with grief. I find it hard to look at my parents' photos. They even talk about it as I end up in tears, and they have gone a very long time. As I said before, Pamela, that basically, you know, people feel grief in different ways. And, you know, there's that old cliche that people say, come on, you should be over that now, you should be moved on, you know, it shouldn't feel it. You feel what you feel. And when people have had such an impact as parents have on your life, that positivity, that loving feeling, that connection that you have is never broken. So the way I think about it, if you imagine elastic band and pulling it really tight, the tension on that, it becomes stronger and stronger. So if you imagine that elastic band being a connection between you and your loved ones on both sides of the veil, it gets stronger and stronger as time gets on. And as such, what then happens is we're still feeling those. And, you know, things like birthdays, anniversaries, places of celebrations like Christmas and that, where we, you know, we're holding a glass up to remember them, are all important because Spirit, yes, they want us to live our lives in whichever way they want. They want to help us, but they also want that connection with ourselves as well. And they want us to, you know, still know that they're there for them if you need them, and also that they are there for you through what we call love. You know, I refer to them as Spirit, but everyone else will call them mum, dad, grandma, granddad, auntie or uncle, brother or sister, in whatever form that is. So thank you for that.
Thank you very much. Okay. But can I just say thank you so much for all your topic of discussion here, because if there is somebody out there that's grieving and just by chance they should read your comment and you help them, there you go, your job's done. So thank you very much. Hey Goodwin, it's always great to remember our loved ones and all the great memories, especially the funny times in the story. I agree, because at the end of the day, although it's sad that we can't touch them physically, our memories never ever go. And, you know, some of the most wonderful times that we've had with our loved ones, why should that disappear just because they're not there? I absolutely agree. Talk about their loved ones that have gone. You know, remember the daft things that they did and the funny times that you had, because those are the real treasures.
Definitely. Hello there, Alison.
Hello,
Lovely
Alison.
to see you again.
Yeah, nice to see you and your beautiful hair.
Hello, Angel Brackle. Hopefully, I've said that.
Hi, Angel.
Heaven is real. If that's what your belief is, most definitely. Carl Ashdown, a song can set me off, or reading an old note that my dad wrote. Most definitely, yeah. I mean, certain songs bring in sad memories, but also songs also bring back happy memories of where you were at that particular time, what you were doing. You know, certain songs remind you of, so in this case, your father sort of like doing silly dances or playing the clown and all of that, just for that moment in time as well, maybe bringing a tear can also put a smile on your face as well. And it just is bringing you a reminder also that your loved ones are around you. And isn't it funny how some of those songs just come on the radio just when you need it?
And you can bet your bottom dollar if they're probably standing around you at that time. So, Cindy Ryan, hello from America. Haven't seen you for a while. Thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, happy Mother's Day for the other day, all you lovely American lots.
And for Canada,
as well. Yeah, I was on it. I was on it like a car bonnet. Okay.
Okay, so do you want to read?
No, you can read.
Okay, so Caitlin Jackson, or Kate, currently going through a miscarriage with twins. Will they be in heaven even though they never grew? Right, now, heaven depends on your belief system. We talk about the spirit world from myself. Personally, I'm not a believer in heaven, but if that is your belief system, what my belief is that when someone passes, to go up to the spirit realm. Okay, if you see this as heaven, you see it as heaven. If they didn't touch the earth, it doesn't mean that they don't go to heaven. I hate when people say, didn't touch the earth, so they don't go to heaven, or they don't go to the spirit world, or whatever. Your twins definitely would go back home. Unfortunately, sometimes, for whatever reason, it's not the right time, or there's different experiences, loads of different stories that people will say. But what I would say to you is this is your time to experience whatever you feel. Doesn't matter if you have a religious sort of slant, if you don't believe at all, it doesn't matter. But what I will say is you are still a mum. When children don't touch the earth, or they only touch the earth for a short space of time, people feel that they're no longer a mum, or they've lost those. I need to say to you, and I'm assuming it's Caitlin, Caitlin, you are a mum, and you continue to be a mum. And don't, no one can say the right thing. Sometimes people might be scared to speak to you for saying the wrong thing, or not know what to say. But understand, what you feel, you must feel. And to lose a child is, whether that's, before they touch the earth or 20 years down the line, is just as painful. So I need to say to you, seek the advice and support that's on offer, either from the hospital or from trained counsellors. Feel what you feel. I don't know if you're in a partnership or not, but talk it through with yourself and your partner. Yes, feel what you need to feel, but also express how you feel together, and just talk about how you're feeling at this moment in time. But most definitely, yes, they will have gone back to heaven, and they're very much with you at this moment in time. Hopefully that helps explain from my point of view. Do you want to add anything to that?
What, will you prepare yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Right, so yes, Kate, I just want to say to you, pretty much what Matt says. The word heaven it is to me just another space for people use for the spirit world, because the spirit world is very much like heaven, and it's a beautiful place that's called home. So they will definitely be there, and they will also probably no, I would say they would also definitely be around you as well. They won't, you know, they will come forward and, you know, I think that's a really beautiful thing to know that even though, you know, they're not with you, you know, in a physical sense, they will, you know, continue to grow and in the sort of spirit world, and they will sort of come back. Thank you so much. My husband doesn't believe in spirit, but I do, and I hope they are. They absolutely are, my darling. And not only are they will come back and see you.
Okay, so I'm going to call you Caitlin. Please correct me if I'm saying that your name isn't that, because I don't want to keep calling you Caitlin and it's something else. But for yourself, I need to say your twins are around you. The way to prove this to you is they come in on the right side of your self when you're asleep. And there is a feeling that they come in on this sort of angle. So there is a feeling sometimes that even though you're not sleeping on that side, that it's almost gone quite numb, and that's because your children are coming in. I need to say you. I can only really see one at the moment, and one was definitely. Thank you for. I just wanted to make sure I got your name right. I want to say one was definitely female. I don't know if they were at that stage. I certainly feel that it was an only early stages. And when I say early stages, and there is no sort of a good time or a bad time, but I feel sort of like 10 to 11 week sort of stages that I'm getting. And I need to say to you that you have been playing lots of music at home, and there has rightly been tears, but there's been lots of music. You've just been listening to music, sitting back, and just at times just feeling like you've just switched off from the rest of the world and have that sense of numbness, which is completely understandable. But also, you would understand that there is also a feeling that they're still there with you. And it's almost like that motherly bond that you have with a child, that sort of sixth sense that a mother has. I need to say to you that you get like a redness, either heat or a redness in the cheek, again on the right side when they draw closer. I feel that you're getting too hot, and that's them coming in. I've also got a grandmother who comes around you. Now I want to put her 5'3", 5'4" in height, slightly cuddly. I want to go on mum's side of the family. As this lady draws close, I have a heart condition for her passing. Now I don't feel very old, so I do feel with this lady, she would have gone in her 70s. I also want to say with this lady, she wants to say to you how brave you are and how brave you continue to be, because there is the need to accept, but also at the same time, you are still trying to fix everybody else and do everything for everybody else. This is your time for you. And as I said, time for you and your family to feel whatever you feel. Don't try and fix everybody else, because at the moment you need to heal and you need to acknowledge what happened. Now I need to say eventually there will be tears of joy that will come, but for the moment you need to feel your emotions and feel what you feel. I also need to say to you that you will smell almost like what do you call it, like Johnson's baby talc sort of smells that will come into you as well, and just promoting that they're around you. And finally, I need to say, because I'm not looking at the screen, so I don't know anything that you've put until I've finished this, just to keep myself focused and being truthful to you, is to say to you from your family, we love you, we believe in you, and we see the pure essence that is within you. You will be happy again, and you will be able to enjoy your life going forward, but for now, just be at peace in the serenity that's needed and the comfort of your own home. And we blow you a kiss and thank you for working with.
Lovely, that was beautiful. I just want to very quickly add to that as well that because your husband doesn't believe in this spirit world, it's going to be in some ways more difficult for him. But please, I see that you've written down there, it's also helping my husband to cope too. Don't forget to allow him to help you. It's a beautiful healing time to help one another through something so tragic and as awful as what you're going through. So
thank you for that, Caitlin. And our thoughts are with you. Can I ask the audience just to send some healing to Caitlin and to her husband and family at this difficult time, and to send that wonderful energy to her just to get through the week.
If you don't know how to send healing, don't think I'm not a healer, I can't. Just ask for healing to be sent to them and just imagine them a little well. And while we're sending the healing, can we ask for healing for our lovely Terry as well, that always helps, because she's not been very well either, guys. So that would be marvellous. Thank you so much.
So thank you. That's
okay, I did answer that already, Richard. That's all right. Okay, Jeanette, I've already answered your question, my darling. I don't know if you heard me right from the start. Her babies will grow up, as all do babies grow up, whether they are taken through a termination or through a miscarriage. They still grow up and they still continue to live their life through the spirit world.
And you continue to be mum as well.
And they will come forward and still visit her earlier on, as I said earlier on. So welcome to all the lovely new subscribers and all the lovely people that have joined us first time, and all the people that have been joining us for loads of time. Thank you all so much for joining us today.
And I'm not sure if that's Julia Teles. I don't know if that's how you're pronouncing it, but hello to you.
Hello to you.
Hello, Trisha.
Hi, Trisha.
Hello, Kim.
Hello, Kim. Nice to see you. Hey,
hello,
Sally.
Sally.
Lovely Sally Worker.
Hello, Denise Jones.
Denise Jones. Nice to see you.
Hello, Dominic
Smith. Lovely. Nicola
hello, Nicola Humphreys.
Hi there.
Hello, Angela Moore.
Hi, Angela.
Any more questions?
Okay, Karen Patricia Kelly. How long would it take before a loved one will connect after passing? Well, there's lots of variables to this, in my opinion. It would depend on whether their passing was quite traumatic for them, and sometimes they need to, the spirit themselves needs to rest. But it is variable from person to person, spirit to spirit, and also medium to medium. A very quick story that both Matt and myself woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning, got woken up by one of our friends who was very poorly, and he was in a hospice, and we both saw him individually. And then we both thought, oh, I've just seen him. And it turns out he passed at the same time that we woke up and saw him. So they can come through more or less straight away, or they can come through a little bit longer. They've got a journey to go over to do when they go over as well. So, you know, it's quite variable.
Yeah, I totally agree with everything that Kirsty just said. People say, you know, they can't come through for 6 months, they need time to rest and, you know, in the spirit world, and nobody can connect with them. But mediums all over the world will tell you that they've had, you know, members of the family come through. They've had, you know, people that have passed that week that have come through. So, yes, there is lots of variables, and yes, there's odd times like murder and traumatic things like that. But generally, they will come through when they feel comfortable to. And if there is that closeness and wanting to come through, then there is. Now, the final thing to say, this just before Kirsty starts her card reading, is just to say that, you know, I went to a medium and the medium couldn't bring the person through. So they obviously didn't want to come through, or they weren't ready to come through. It just means it wasn't the right medium. You know, I've had readings where people have come to me and I've brought the person through straight away. I've had people who have been to me and have not been able to bring the people through. They've gone to another medium within a week and they've brought them through. So, you know, my belief is that the medium you're meant to have will be the medium who you're meant to have. And generally, in probably 90% of the time, the medium that you're taken to will be able to bring the person through. But there are exceptions to that.
Okay, so thank you very much for your question, Karen. This is these cards are now for Karen Patricia Kelly. So, my darling, as I'm connecting with these cards, I'm being shown that all right, okay, your intuition is very good, and I want to say to you, you haven't been listening to it as much as what you should. I feel there have been times when that, you know, you've gone through your life and you've kind of forgotten about your intuition, or you've not heard your intuition fully, or you've heard it and ignored it, and things haven't turned out the way you expected them to. But when there are also times when you've listened to your intuition, that you know exactly what was going on and things have worked out better for you because you understood. I need to say, you know, you're very, very intuitive. You know things, and you're going to get what I mean by that. You just know them. You don't know why you know them. You just know it. You just know. And I need to say, this is about letting go of any worry or fear about a situation that is around you. There is a truth that's going to reveal itself to you. In the meantime, I want to say, kind of use music to help you with this. I want to say bringing peace to your mind. Okay, I do want to say also this. I've got a card that comes up that either means this is a return to good health, so things are going to start feeling better for you, whether that's physically or spiritually or mentally. I have no idea, but I'm going to just throw that out to you because I'm not a doctor and I'm not going to give that. But I want to say that this is, whether this is a new relationship or whether there's a relationship that just has gone a little bit wobbly recently, things are going to start to come back together again for you. And I feel like I need to say to you, just start to be you again. And I know that sounds a really odd thing to say, but I feel like I've got to say to you, you know, if somebody hurts you, would you understand sometimes that you would have just shut them down in the past to protect yourself? Try not to do that. Try to open your heart and keep that beautiful heart open of yours. You know, don't. Look, right. Okay. I feel like I want to say to you, stay positive. All right. There is so much beauty in this world that's around you at the moment, and sometimes when our mind pulls us down or situations around us pull us down, it's very difficult to see simple beauties like looking at the stars of an evening and seeing how gorgeous they are. I want to say, just bring in that wonderful, beautiful peace and energy and calmness. Trust and know that everything is going to be all right, and just manifest that through, because you have got an amazing ability to manifest. So bring it and visualize it, see what you want and bring that image forward. See happiness within a relationship, everything you want, all of it, the whole lot. Actually see yourself, feel it, and it will come forward for you. But stay positive, try not to worry, and know that, you know, be gentle with yourself, okay? And don't shut yourself down. I hope that was all right for you, my darling.
Thank you for that, Karen.
Okay, right. Right, guys, we've been very lucky today. We've got quite a lot of comments and quite a lot of questions coming up. Sadly, we can't show all of them. So they have been read, you have been heard. We have, you know, we've just got too many and it would be impossible to read everybody out. So can I just say on behalf of Matt, myself and Mr. P, we appreciate you making all these wonderful comments. But please know that you have been seen, even if they're not coming up. So thank you once again.
Thank you. And thank you for your question before, Karen.
Yes, thank you, Karen.
Okay, any more hellos, please? Hello, Corrie Dutton.
Hi, Corrie. There's a lovely garden there, isn't it? Very beautiful.
Hello, Mina.
Oh, thank you, Mina. That's very kind of you.
Hello, Olivia.
Hello, Olivia Dunwood. That's a great name, isn't it?
Hello, Donna O'Connor.
Hi, Donna Marie O'Connor. Nice to see you.
Hello, Moxie Live.
Hi, Moxie Live. Just to remind you once again, ask us a question.
Oh,
that's how you get a message. Cheryl Maudsley. Hi, nice to see you. Thank you for bringing,
Madison.
And Madison L. Davis. Thank you both for coming on, and all you other lovely newbies. Thank you so much.
So while we're saying hello to other people, just a reminder for, especially if you're a new person to the show, firstly, welcome. The way that the show works is that we get you to ask a question or to answer ours. So this week is what advice would you give to somebody or regarding support or advice for someone who's going through grief? And so that we're helping people, or there might be a spiritual question that you wish to be answered. They're the only two ways we give readings to people. So if you're read out as a question and chosen, then from there that person gets a reading. So hopefully that explains things if you've never been on the show before.
Okay, so Vicky Wright has said, how do you support someone who spirals into depression when grieving and doesn't talk about their feelings? Right, okay, so Vicky, for me, I'm just going to give you my opinion because obviously I'm not a professional and I am not a doctor of any degree, and I just know what I would do, and that is be there. It's just absolutely be there. You know, ask them how you can help them. You know, if that means nothing for the moment, then just sit with them. If that's what they want, just sit with them. You know, remind them that you are there when they are ready to talk. Remind them that, you know, if they want to snuggle in a blanket, let them. Depression is, to me, depression is feelings that have gone inside. Okay, now those feelings, obviously, if it's got very difficult depression and you know, it's very, very down, and then obviously try to encourage them to seek help of some sort to pull them through. But sometimes you kind of have to go down in grief to come back up again. I know that sounds a really odd thing to say, but you have to kind of just allow that to a certain level. You know, sit there with them under the blanket and snuggle in with them. You know, just sit quietly. Don't try to fix them. Don't try to understand. Just allow them to talk. And it's one of the hardest things in the world to do, is allow somebody that you care for, whether it's a friend or family member, just to talk and be there for them without fixing them, because they don't want to be fixed. They have to fix themselves.
And be aware that that process isn't happening overnight. You know, that could take quite a while. You know, it is quite painful to see someone who's very close to you who's going through something and feeling a bit helpless or not knowing what to do. But as Kirsty says, completely right. We just need to see what they want us to do and act accordingly, and not try and do the things that we think they need.
And there is an amazing book about depression as well. It's called The Black Dog. And I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it, but I can totally recommend it. It's a really simple format of how you can help somebody with depression, whether that is through grief or otherwise. But it's an amazing book. Okay. Hi, Shani. Nice to see you. Thank you for joining us today.
Okay, so Kim Hartnett, very good question. Do people, when they pass, do they grieve for us too? And I'm going to hand this to Kirsty. The reason being, she's got a good example of this, which she'll hopefully share with yourself.
Okay, thank you, Matt. Yeah, I appreciate that, darling. Now, the reason why Matt passed this to me is my cousin died a little while ago, and I absolutely adored him. He was gorgeous. And he left a wife and two beautiful girls. They were sort of, you know, grown-up girls, but nonetheless, two beautiful girls that all three missed him desperately. Now, you know, I'm not just a psychic. I am actually a medium. I do connect with the spirit world myself, even though I don't do it on this show. And he came through to me, and once he passed in spirit, and so I'm welling up thinking about this. This is quite bizarre. Sorry about that. He basically showed me. I felt his pain. I felt the sadness he saw of his beautiful wife and his lovely girls, and how sad they were to have lost their dad. And I felt his pain. So absolutely. I mean, they have a bigger and greater understanding than we do when they are in the spirit world. But that doesn't stop them feeling, you know, they still love you, they still care for you. And I know for a fact, because I felt all those feelings come through with my cousin, to the point I had to hold him back because I was almost in tears trying to talk to them on his behalf. Via mediumship. And yeah, absolutely. They loved you, didn't they? And that love is all there is. And you know, that doesn't die just because they pass to the other side.
Most definitely. So Kim, I have a lady here who comes on a lovely vibration who you look like. I want to put the lady roughly about 5'2". She's similar in the face to yourself, but she has straighter hair. I know you've got quite curly hair there. She's got straighter hair that comes to roughly the same sort of length. It is blondish in colour. She is I want to say a lady, and I want to say she's got a lovely energy about her. I want to smile within her company. She would have pick me up, like tuck yourself in and all of that type of things, you know, presentation would have picked you up on presentation of how you looked and everything. But it wasn't to make you, to belittle you, it was to bring you up with the right sense of purpose, the right morals, the right beliefs, and to give you good groundings. I don't feel very old with this lady. I probably feel mid to late 50s. I don't feel very old. She doesn't tell me how old she is, but that's the sort of feeling I get, sort of like 54, 55, that type of thing. I also want to say that there is times I want to say from the lady that I would have rushed people, like, come on, get on with it. You know, we haven't got a lot of time. But what she's saying to yourself now is that in hindsight, what you should have done is basically just listened. Similar to thing to what Kirsty was giving advice to, just being there and just listening and accepting that time is so short. I also need to say to you that this lady had such a big heart, and she wouldn't have done anything on purpose to hurt people. However, sometimes, you know, it became a point where she lost out, um, not because of her family, but those around her, because she's too busy trying to do everything for everybody else at the sort of, what's the word? I can't think of the word now. She lost out by giving too much to other people. And what I need to say to you is that you do the same, she's telling me. And that this is about you starting to get your life back and starting to have time for yourself and starting to bring back happy times. It's been a difficult 2 years, she's telling me. However, you're coming towards the end of that, and it's nice to see that lovely smile starting to come back. She's also taken me to your eyes, and I don't know if you wear glasses or whatever, because it doesn't feel like I'm wearing glasses all of the time. So I don't know if you wear them for reading or whether there's the feeling that you need the glasses all of a sudden. But she's bringing the glasses, but also to see the world not for what it is. Because she says sometimes you wear those rose-tinted glasses, but which is a beautiful thing, but you also need to accept what the world is also. She sends you so much love, so much care. She blows you a kiss. And she's got the rhythm blues. It was a song, I think it was Blue Ribbon, Wait for Hours, Choose. So I just feel that's a memory of a song. I also want to bring in memories of Elvis for you as well, and that sort of blues type of music of where he came from. So hopefully that makes sense, and lots of love from your loved ones.
Thank you, Kim, and thank you, Matt, also. That was a lovely reading. Just to confirm, just to reaffirm that, you know, Spirit look down and see, and they feel sad for us, is what I was trying to say back there. So, yeah. Okie dokie. Diddle I pokey. Right, okay, Vicky. Now, apparently, we missed you, my darling. So, let's do a few cards for you, my lovey, because we did answer your question earlier on. So, can we have some cards to help Vicky, please? Okay. Okay. Right, madam. Who's been working too hard then? You, I think. Okay. I feel like you've got to start to have a bit of a rest at the moment. Just take a deep breath. Just allow the world. The world is not going to stop if you just for a few minutes. I know that there is a lot of work to do. I know that there is so much to do for you still. I just feel like I need to say, just take time out, all right? Think about what you want to do next with your life. Start to plan it, put things into motion. And I feel like, again, don't worry. You know, you've been through an awful lot to get to where you are now. And I do feel that that's a good thing. Oh, beautiful card. Beautiful card. Wishes come true. Dreams fulfilled. A magical time of life. Now, I think that probably gives you more than enough to understand actually things are going to work out for you. So don't worry. Just allow things to unfold and unplan. Make sure that you get a good bit of rest in the meantime. I feel like this is the stuff dreams are made of. So I feel like everything's all kind of clicking together like a big jigsaw puzzle, and you know, you're searching for that last one, and there it is in your hands. Click, boom. That's kind of how it feels to me. It's very exciting, very, very magical. Such a beautiful, beautiful card. And you know, just allow people to look after you and shine in that beautiful light that is you, my darling, because it's your time to shine. So sparkle.
I'm just going to add something to the end of your reading, if that's okay.
Because it is.
I wouldn't normally do this because obviously we rotate between us, but I've had a gentleman with myself, Vicky. It comes on a fatherly level, and I certainly want to say this gentleman is at least 5'10", 5'11", if not 6 foot. Quite a tall gentleman, comes in with quite a deep voice, and has got a lovely way about him, and he's talking about a lady who is here who feels like a partner, and he's talking that the need for you to get out by the sea and to be by the sea, and he's going on about the cliff tops and all of this, but by the sea and just allowing that sunshine to shine through. He is a gentleman. As he draws close, he would have gone with lung sort of breathing problems. And I also feel with this gentleman that he was a gentleman who was ready to go in the end. He'd had enough. And I don't mean that disrespectfully to yourself or to the gentleman. He just couldn't take any more. And he just wants to say thank you for everything you have done already and everything that you continue to do. And he says, don't let that smile fill you, because he says, when you're on top form, you're cheekier than all of them. And he blows you a kiss. And if I can leave that with you, thank you for looking.
That's lovely. Vicky, so you got a double whammy there. So that was good, wasn't it? A bug off deal. Because you buy one, you get one free. You're a bit slow there, Mr. Producer. You normally join in with me and them.
Any more lows, please? Sorry, go on.
What?
Hello, Natasha.
Hi, Natasha. Nice to see you.
Hello, Lisa Paris.
Hello, Lisa. How are you, lovely? You okay?
Hello, Jan Parks.
Hi, Jan. It's a lovely beach there.
Hello, Chantel.
Chantel, feeling very excited. Excellent. Love a bit of excitement.
Hello, Lydia Goldman.
Hi, Lydia.
If we do one more, then we can.
Oh, Kim, I'm glad it.
Thank you for that, Kim. I'm glad it helped. Okay, do you want to do tomorrow's shows, Mr. Producer?
We caught Mr. Producer having a little bit of a nap there. Oh, lovely. Wendy, Lindsay, the spiritual touch. Your personal pendulum healing energy therapist. And she's on at 2 p.m. So that's lovely.
Yeah. So a wonderful person. And she's also doing courses in pendulums, and look at the SPTV Facebook fan page for more information.
Lots and lots of good reviews for that one, so that's a good fun one to do.
And tomorrow is the lovely Deb Clark, beautiful medium, wonderful gift, and her show's at 8 p.m. UK time here on the channel, so please come and join her for mediumship readings without the questions.
And our lovely Rachel Galbraith. She's an amazing palmistry and tarot reader. I want to say particularly the palmistry, it is rather amazing. And she's a really lovely lady, very, very knowledgeable, totally worth tuning into, and she is on at 10:30. So if you make sure you tune in, because that looks a wonderful load of stuff going on there, doesn't it?
Yes, and lots of shows, not just tomorrow, but throughout the week. So please, come and check out the channel, completely free. But also check the times. Obviously, these UK times, so check the time differences wherever you live.
Stacey, yes, there is a coffee morning on tomorrow. If you would like to jump on and join us, look us up on MK Clairvoyance, and there will be a link to get onto a nice Zoom link if you want to chat and, catch up with old friends and new. That would be really lovely to see you.
Hello, Natalie Petit.
Hi, Natalie. Okay.
Hello, Elizabeth McFarlane.
Hi, Elizabeth. There's a cutie pie little dog there.
Hello, Benny Ty.
Ah, my saying with grief is when you've seen someone suffer, your pain is less, by their pain no more.
It's almost, sometimes you think that you're in pain and you suffer that pain, but then you see somebody else who has got more pain than yourself. So there's not one that's greater than the other, but equally, you shouldn't underplay your own grief also. Yeah, so thank you for that, Benny.
Hello, Brian.
Hello, Brian.
Nice to see you. Kim Byrne, do you think if a person has an understanding of spirit, it helps them to come through? I personally think there is an element of enlightenment that would be involved in that. I would agree with that. Again, this is my personal opinion. It's my feeling with this. I feel that if a person is more aware, but I do feel, because that's a funny old question, because I do feel that when we are in spirit, we are all interconnected and we all kind of know an awful lot more than what we do here, if that makes sense. But I feel if they've lived through lots of lives and done lots of, had lots of knowledge with spirit, yeah, there's a big possibility that could happen. What do you think?
Okay, sorry, do you think if a person has understanding of spirit, it helps them to come through? Yes, the example that Kirsty gave of our friend who came through at 5 o'clock, he was very spiritual. But people are, they come through to the people that want to come through, and that includes the medium. It's whether they want to come through at that moment in time.
And
right. Even though they're spiritual, that at the end of the day, it's down to those in spirit to come through when they want to come through. We need to respect that. But yes, most definitely, if they've got an understanding of spirit, that it will help them coming through.
But it's also about when it's right for the person receiving it as well. For example, if the person came through really early and continued to keep coming through, grieving is a really important part. And what would happen if that person was continually coming through? The grieving process would be either delayed or messed up. And it needs to be, again, coin a phrase, a happy medium. Just so everybody from, the spirit from their point of view is getting everything they need from that connection, and vice versa with the person that is the recipient down here. And as Matt said, the right medium. So.
Is it myself?
Yep, you're napping.
Okay, I have a gentleman with you, Kim. And the gentleman comes in on a fatherly level, but I feel this is like an uncle as opposed to an actual father. Slightly rounded to the body, quite high cheekbones, dark hair. I feel quite jolly with this person. I would say probably 5'8", 5'9" in height with this gentleman. And I feel that I'm an uncle on father's side of the family. With this gentleman, I get stomach conditions. Now, when I get stomach conditions, it's either a stomach condition, but I also get that feeling with cancer also. I also feel that this gentleman here, his passing was very quick, and he's putting funny sensations in my mouth, and it's almost like I need to say to you, it's almost like this problem with my teeth. And it's like right at the front, the front two teeth. So I don't know if he'd had those two teeth taken out or there's problems with your teeth at the moment, but he's impressing that upon me. And he's saying that's with me. So there was problems with his front two teeth. He's also saying to me that there is lots going on around you at the moment within the family. And I need to say to you, he is trying to sort of help you see the what's the saying? Can't see the wood for the trees. It is helping you with that. I also need to say to you that he takes his hat off to you because he says you can give the men a run for their money with their sense of humour. And it's almost sometimes he's saying that you come down to their level. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful level way, but you know, you like one of the men he's saying where you can have a laugh and a joke with them and you get down on their level and it doesn't bother you. And they see you as an equal. That's what I was trying to say. Tonight it just seems like I'm going all around the houses. I also need to say to you from this gentleman, he had such a funny way about him and he wouldn't have been afraid to come in the house and get everyone laughing and everyone and raise the vibrations. And he's coming around you to raise your vibration at the moment because he wants to see you laughing and joking. Things have been too serious. Now, the same as I say to everyone at the moment, this has got nothing to do with COVID, okay? But there's stuff going on around you at the moment. It's too serious and he wants to lighten things up. So he wants you to have a bit of fun. He also wants you dipping your toes in the water. And I feel this is symbolic and sort of saying to you to look at new ventures going forward and to look at making positive changes. And he says, don't be afraid of the future. It's about dealing with the now. And the final thing he says, you know, two wrongs don't make a right sometimes. However, if you are right, that is what's more important. And whatever you are experiencing at the moment, he wants to reaffirm that you are right with what you are thinking. And if I can leave that with you, thank you for working with Kim.
Aww, thank you, Kim. Very true, she said. Yeah, it's nothing like being one of the blokes, is there, Kim? I've been said that many a time. Did I mention Lady Sage, aka Pamela, is doing mediumship Wednesday for Women Defence Club? Oh, very nice, Stacey. Good luck, Pamela.
Yeah. From Matty Watty.
And Kirsty Worsty. There's something funny about it. Matty Watty. It's much funnier than Kirsty Thirsty.
Hello, Martine.
Hi, Martine. Nice to see you.
Hello, Karen Knight. Lovely to see you.
Hi,
Hope
Karen.
you're well. Hello,
Tim. Nice to see you.
Great philosophy you did yesterday, Tim.
Oh, he was buzzing after he came off there from you, so he really enjoyed that. So you have to do another one.
Hello, Emma Adams.
Hi, Emma. Ah, we'll let you know when the next one's on, Mr. Producer. Emma Adams, nice to see you.
No, carry on.
Oh, Tony Wright. My aunt just passed and found a lovely poem and a lovely picture and put it in a frame for my mum. It brought her love and reading with the nice words and the lovely picture. Oh, that's nice. I think that one needs to be yours anyway.
No, it's you.
Yeah,
it's fine.
yeah. It needs to
Days
be
before,
yours.
gentlemen. Okay, so
Age before beauty.
that goes with you then.
I'm older than he is.
So, just to read that again, my aunt just passed and I found a lovely poem and a lovely picture and put in a frame for my mum. It brought her lovely and nice words with the lovely picture. Okay, so here we go. Okay, I've got a lady with myself, Tony, and I want to say she's about 5'5", 5'6" in height, cuddly to the body. She's got quite wavy blonde hair. She's not wearing glasses. I would put this lady late 40s, very early 50s, so somewhere between 47 and 51 in age with this lady. Now, with this lady, she is quite a free spirit. She doesn't like to be told what to do. She is laughing at that statement. She also is very particular, keeping everything tidy. I also feel with this lady that she is a sister, and I feel that she's one of three. I also want to say to you that, you know, she sometimes would have looked, and this is no disrespect to her or to yourself, that she looked down at people, but she wasn't doing that. In her mind, she was just being very particular of certain things. Her words are she was attention to detail, but people misread that. Sometimes also with this lady, that she was a lady of two sides. She was a lady who would be very much, let's get things done, not waiting around. If you told her to do something, it'd be done then. She wouldn't wait around from it. And it's the same with ideas. But towards the end of her life, she wasn't able to do certain things. Now, I feel with this lady, the sort of 48 to 51 sort of age, I feel that she's more of a friend than a family member. Okay? I also want to give you the name Alison, and I also want to give you the name Joyce, of the names that are being called out. And I also want to say to you that things have been difficult for yourself. And I know you've just said that you have got a picture for your mum and put it into a frame, a nice poem. But I want to say creativity is what's going to bring healing for yourself, and is going to give you time to just heal from hurt yourself. And I want to say this is using, it's needlework, it's not knitting. This is sort of like a picture of like a cottage. So it's like, is it embroidery?
Yes, it's
embroidery that I'm being shown. And I just need to say to you, you are starting to find your peace. You're starting to find your love. But you're also starting to find you and the things that make you happy. Keep strong, keep safe, but also remain the beautiful essence of spirit that you have always been. She blows you a kiss and thanks you. And for that, thank you for working with me.
Oh, that was lovely, dear. Oh, and thank you, Tony, for commenting on our post. And thank you to everybody for joining us today. We really appreciate you coming on. We do like to think of SPTV as a wonderful big family, and it's you guys that make it that family. All the comments and the love that you bring forward for our show is just, it blows us away every single time. And we just want to say a massive big thank you on behalf of Isnids, myself and the other Nids in the ear. So thank you very much.
Yes, and thank you. And unfortunately, we've come to the end of another show. Aww. So, you know, sad as it may be, but please keep your lovely energy going throughout the week, both for yourself and those around you.
Yeah.
Sending the healing out to those who need it, and just remember, you don't need to be a healer unless you're obviously going to be working with the public. You can just put that positive thought and that love in your mind and send it out, and seeing those people as happy and well.
Oh, thank you all so much once again for joining us, and we hope that you'll come back and join us again next time. And in the meantime, there's so much to watch. Go onto the website and have a little snoop and see what there is to have a look at, because there's loads of shows, all good. Sorry?
Okay, and the final thing, Mr. Reducer's just asked, is there is a new directory coming out. So if there's any mediums or booking secretaries, anything like that, who want to be registered with the new directory for professionals, if you keep a lookout with SPTV, that will be coming. That's on live on the SPTV, so Spiritual Productions TV.online website. Check
so
that out.
How do they do that then, Mr. Producer? Mr. Producer's going to put a link on the page for all you mediums out there that want to be jumping on this lovely. It's like a telephone book, isn't it, for all the fabulous mediums? So yeah, bring it on and sign up, because then people can find you nice and easy. So thank you once again, everybody, for joining us, and we hope to see you next week.